Self respect is not just how you feel, but about the things you allow into your life. Seven things you need to say no to gain respect from any woman in a relationship. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. These are most of the things you're saying yes to that will make a woman to always look down on you and always disrespect you. So after watching this video, ask yourself which of these things resonate with you. So you start working on it and you will always get an upper hand over your woman in a relationship. Number one, always saying yes when you really need to say no. Do not care about how your woman feels. All you should care about is, do you like that thing? Do you feel you don't want that thing? If you don't want it, there is no point accepting to do it when you don't want to do it. This is one of the reasons why women disrespect you, or your woman will disrespect you, will always take advantage of you, because she knows when you're supposed to say yes to that thing and when you're supposed to say no to it. So if you don't want that thing, stop caring how her face will look like. Stop caring how she will not maybe want to talk to you at that time. Stop caring what she feels. Care about you. You must at all times put yourself first, especially when you're being considerate. Yes, there are some consideration you should do that shouldn't affect you. Once you're saying yes to her, to everything she throws at you, it is a problem and she becomes disrespectful. Most times, this is when you get her to tell you even things she knows you can't do. And if you don't do it, it becomes an issue, it becomes a problem. Most times, you're the one that aid your women into doing most of these things, talking to you anyhow, disrespecting you or disregarding you, because you're often saying yes when you're supposed to say no. Then the second thing you should do, you should stop doing is, when stop tolerating disrespect from her or others. When your woman maybe says something to you you don't like, always stand up for yourself. Always tell her no. Immediately she did something, you know you don't like it, set boundaries on that thing. Most times you don't have boundaries, or you even have weak boundaries, or there is this fear of losing your woman. Stop having the fear of losing her. This is the only way you can also stand up to yourself and say no to her. So if she disrespects you the first time and you feel, oh, let me just keep quiet, let it just be, she continues disrespecting you. So you must at all times say no to it. You must at all times stand up to yourself. No, 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 no. I don't like it when you talk to me like that. Please, I will respect it if you can be respectful. If she goes out, she did something she never told you, you confront her with it. You don't just keep quiet. But if you kept quiet on these things, or you just feel, let me just let it go, she kept doing it. If possible, it's best if you set boundaries she disrespected and you remove yourself from her completely. Don't be scared of how she's going to feel. Oh, if I do this, I'm going to lose her. Don't care too much how she feels, especially when it comes to your respect. If she can disrespect you, she doesn't care leaving you. Yes, that's the truth. She doesn't care leaving you. That is why she will go extra mile to make you unhappy, even when she knows those things can really get at you. Most times, they do these things to test you to see if you're going to take it. But most times, you end up taking it because there is this fear you don't want to let her go. Then the third one is seeking validation from her. Always constantly seeking validation. You care about what she thinks of you more than what you think about yourself. If your happiness is always coming from a woman, it is an issue. It makes her to always want to take advantage of you and get disrespectful. There is no way you will always depend on a woman for everything, especially anything that makes you happy, that you don't get the opposite, or you don't get her lash. She will just lash on you at all times because she doesn't want to give that validation. Always learn to validate yourself. Anything you do, tell yourself it's nice regardless how she feels about it, whether she say it's nice or he doesn't say she doesn't say nice, you now feel, oh, you need to say, she need to say nice in order for you to feel bad, or she criticizes that thing, you now start feeling bad. So therefore you don't want her to criticize it, so you want to always be in her good book. You will always overdo yourself. You will do things you yourself. You'll be regretting in your heart that why will I do it? But then you know it's because you're always seeking validation. Do things more that makes you happy. So be open to criticism, especially the positive one. Don't make her feel her words could get at you to start acting, to start being emotional, or you start going to her to tell her, this time you said, I don't like it, though. It's really getting at me. There is no point. It's best when you tell yourself, this thing is nice, it's good. Be content with it. Be okay with it. Those ones you told yourself, it's what really counts. It's what really matter. If you're always going to a woman for her to really say things, good things about you all the time, it is an issue. She will constantly belittle you. She will constantly make you feel less because she knows you really need that validation to feel good about yourself, and she's never going to give it. So say no to it. Always comfort her. Tell yourself, oh, I can do it. Even if she says something, do not let it get to you. Then overdoing things just to please her. There are times a woman needs punishment. Don't please her because you don't want her to get angry. Don't do not overdo anything just to keep a woman happy. If you feel she deserves that thing, that is the only time you should do that thing for her. If you feel she doesn't deserve it, do not do it for her. Anything she's not doing for you, do not do it. Most times she's not doing, you make purposely make your relationship to be one-sided because you really need to please the woman. Do not do things to please her. If she merits it, no one says you should not do. You do it for her. She will value it more when she knows she merited that thing before you gave it. But if she doesn't merit it, you're just doing it to please her, she's never going to value it and she's never going to reciprocate. Then staying in a toxic relationship, once your relationship is toxic, be open to yourself and tell yourself, this relationship is not working for me. This relationship is draining me. And let go of this relationship. Any relationship that is already toxic and you are into, your partner knows you accept everything they throws at you, everything she gives, you accept it because you really need them. You really want to stay with them. They don't change how they treat you. Instead, they become worse. So at the end of the day, you become a bitter person, a person you're not. Sometimes you become a woman bitter, or sometimes you'll be a very emotional person. You start showing too much emotions because you want, through your emotions, you want her to understand, which she's never even going to understand. So if you're dealing with a woman and the relationship becomes toxic, that you feel drained, it's best you let go. Most times, withdrawing yourself from a woman makes her have a rethink how she has been treating you, what she has been doing negative. And most times you withdraw yourself, it helps you to gain power and control. You gain your power automatically. This makes you to have fulfillment, that you know what you want. Then she also know that you know what you want. You cannot accept to be in a relationship where your peace of mind is not prioritized, or where you're not prioritized. You prioritize her, but she cannot prioritize you. So you're willing to walk away. This gives you respect. It automatically she start respecting you. You move your respect from her from 0 to 100. So she start respecting you. Most times she wants to stay. She wants to stay not because, most times not because of she want to act that way. She has realized that you are a person who prioritize your self-respect. So she's never going to disrespect you, because this time around, if she's coming, you're willing to set strong boundaries that will make her to stick to respecting you and doing exactly how you want. Then if you always apologize for who you are, most of you apologize even when you feel the need, you feel you want to you need to shrink yourself in order to fit in. Most times you feel the need, oh, let me just let go for peace sake, let me just let it go. Let me not just say anything. Most times you do things you like, things you enjoy doing. Then maybe she doesn't like it. You now start going to apologize to her. Of what use is that apology? And you feel after apologizing, this woman is going to see you as someone she want to reference or she want to respect. She's never going to see you like that. If you feel you're okay with the way you acted, you're okay with, in as much as you're not gaining at maybe hurting anyone or making her feel bad, this is who you are. This is you. This is you acting you. This is you being you. She's not happy with it. It is none of your business. You cannot help it. This is who you are. So if she's not happy with it, she should deal with it. It is none of your business. Stop going around apologizing unnecessarily. You said something, you know that maybe things that it has nothing to even do with her. She just say, and why will you say it? Why will you say it? You start apologizing. Check most of these things before you apologize. If you're not wrong, there is no need apologizing. Most times you're not wrong that you apologize. It begets disrespect. She start disrespecting you because she know you. She feels you don't know your worth. If you know your worth and your value, and you have principles to an extent, there are things you don't apologize for. There are things you don't take. So you taking it, it means you don't have this thing. And if you don't have it, there is no need for her now to maybe come and give it to you or start respecting you for what you don't have. So you need to set a standard for a woman to follow. If you don't have a standard, this is where you get to apologize over everything and anything. Stop apologizing. You only apologize when you feel you're wrong, not when you feel she feels you're wrong. When you know you're not wrong, do not apologize. Then avoiding discomfort at all costs. You don't want to have difficult conversation. You don't want to have difficult discussion. You just want an easy way out, an easy way out. Even when you are dealing with others and not your woman, when they bring up issues, you feel okay. If I should talk about it, they will see me like someone that want to disagree. It's best you disagree on things. Stand your ground if you don't want it. This way, you're giving yourself a self-respect. You're carrying yourself where people now arguing is not the same as you standing up for yourself. When you stand up for yourself, there is this fulfillment you feel. But when you refuse to stand up for yourself because you are avoiding difficult conversation, it makes a woman to see you less. She becomes too manipulative. You will lose. This is where you get to lose your voice because nothing you says now will ever matter. And when you lose your voice, the woman now she start managing the relationship, controlling it, ordering you around, telling you what to do, and you keep doing it. Most times, because these are things you do that really makes a woman to disrespect you and also will make you not to lead her well. A woman wants a leader. So if you can say no to these things, it enables you to really lead well. When you have those conversations, you stand your ground, stick your neck on things you want. Don't always go for the maybe easiest or you start seeking for peace where you know these things are things you should sit down, iron and discuss. Stand your ground and say, no, this is, I don't want this. Stop shying away from difficult conversation. It's better you stand up for yourself. If you don't want it, communicate it. Oh, I don't want it. Set boundaries on it. If you set boundaries and you communicate it, there's no way a woman is going to always see you less or disrespect you. So, which of these things did you feel you're doing? Can you sort? Check yourself. Start working on it. It is workable. It is something you can easily change from. So change and make the right decision of not doing it because you're not going to be happy with any woman. You're not going to be happy with people around. Most times, not just your woman, but people you're dealing with. In as you're doing this, they will always disrespect you. They will always take you for granted. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, do not forget to subscribe, like, drop your comment what you think about this video. Guys, don't forget to share out this video massively. Many guys out there need to see this video, research their mind, change their mindset, and also start saying no to these things if they've been saying yes. Don't forget to share. Thank you, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that whenever I post, you'll be the very first person to see it. Share, share, share. Share this video massively. It will help every man out there. Thank you.